So we're on now. And I'm going back to the presentation. So first of all, like to start with, I wanted to begin explaining you all, I can't now, explaining you all what's Bridge for Billions. So as I was saying, Bridge for Billions is a social enterprise, so it has like a social impact part that was born more like 5 years ago, something like this. And we started with the mission to democratize the access to entrepreneurship. So what our founder was seeing is like having this access and building companies was so hard because it was like super exclusive, let's say. And he wanted, like the founders wanted to create this entrepreneurship ecosystem that was much more efficient, much more meritocratic and inclusive. So we created this company, this incubation program, entrepreneurship program. And inside our program and our company, we have 4 key actors. The first one would be you as entrepreneurs, people with talent, people with ideas, youth, lots of other people who are actually willing to develop an idea. The other part would be mentors. This part, like these actors, are like professionals who are willing to like spend some time helping you guys, helping the entrepreneurs. All of our mentors are volunteers, so no one gets paid. And then we have the investors, which are, of course, a super important part, because people who want to invest on different ideas. And then we have the program builders. So as I was saying, we built entrepreneurship program, innovation programs, and we build we build these programs with different builders, which can be like companies, universities, organizations. So right now, for instance, we are having this program with the MTA, Mondragon Team Academy, and the Mondragon Team Academy would be a program builder with us. So yeah, you can see here everyone with a blue hoodie, super startup world. This is our team. We are more or less 27, and most of us are based in Spain, in Madrid. And yeah, but we have like people from around the world. With that said, I think that's going to be interesting for you. So why, like, which is the focus of our entrepreneurs? The focus is like this early stage phase, let's say. So you should come to the incubation program with an idea validated, not just with an idea. You should have done a bit of design thinking, a bit of prototyping, and then it would be the time to start the incubation program. So we are focused on this concept project validation journey. And we expect you guys that you have your idea validated, your MVP, or like your business plan kind of started, but you want to kind of really go deep and like kind of establish your thoughts and your business plan and marketing plan and all of this. As I was saying, we build entrepreneurship programs, but okay, it's a super cool question or super cool sentence, but what's an entrepreneurship program? So for us, this entrepreneurship program has 4 key things. The first one would be the one-to-one mentoring. So all the entrepreneurs that are going through the incubation program, they and you're going to have a mentor. Again, this mentor is a volunteer. You are supposed to meet once per week. Then we have the global online community, which is a huge community with all of our entrepreneurs, all of our mentors, and on that community, we share like different resources, different opportunities that's going to help you kind of not only build your startup, but also kind of have access to other opportunities, prizes, and competitions, let's say. Then we have the visual business plan, which is, so like the incubation program itself is going through like a process of building your idea, so building your business plan. And this building your business plan is done, but like it's done with a platform. So it's done with an online platform that you will have to log in and kind of go step by step as Duolingo. So it would be just like logging in, start the work step by step, and just like doing all the steps and finishing to have a business plan. So it's kind of a key thing is that we can download the visual business plan once you finish. And another key would be the platform. So this platform is a learning by doing platform that you will use to create this to create this business plan. So like now going deep into the incubation tools. So as you can see here is like the focus of the program is like developing a business plan from scratch, so from 0 to 100%. And then you will have the contributions from your mentor. You can see here some screenshots about your of our platform. We're going to go deep on the platform afterwards, so no worry about that. But yeah, just like for you to get a sense of what's the platform. And then just for your interest, the platform is inspired by MIT's disciplined entrepreneurship. So its methodology is quite developed, quite proved. So yeah, like just for your interest. And regarding the incubation tools, so as I was now saying, you will have to develop a business plan, but what kind of does this include? So you're going to go through the value proposition, which you're going to focus your idea. So you will have to answer which problem are you is your venture focusing on, and you will have to analyze like the jobs to be done, the market, and kind of the target. Then you're going to move to the competitor map, which is kind of analyzing even more deep your competitions and your market itself. Then you're going to move to stakeholder, which this tool is focused on partnerships, partners, different organizations that will support you. Then the business model and marketing, which you will have to decide the different business models that there's in the world and define and explain why. Afterwards, we're going to move to the pricing and business viability, which is money, same as financial projections. Then there's the impact plan and the growth plan, which are super, super important because on the impact plan, you kind of analyze your values, your mission, your vision, and these specifics. And then on the growth plan, you're going to make a growth plan in 3 years. So these are like all the tools that you're going to use. Each tool has different steps that you will have to complete. So yeah, like that's going to be your kind of your incubation program. So right now we are in this program, so LEINN Incubation 2021. I have started speaking and now I'm going to present myself so you know who I am. So yeah, like just for to give you some context, we built this program with LEINN 3 years ago. This is actually our 3rd edition. And then like the focus of everything, like the focus of this program is to put your skills, your entrepreneur skills into practice in the real world, because this program is going to help you guys to kind of understand the full picture of building a startup and understand like the challenges and all of the risks that this may have. And here you can see some bullet points. So it would be that you're going to go through the tools I was showing you for 3.5 months. And we're going to be between 80, 100 projects. It's going to be all sector focused, and we're going to have people from all over the world, let's say. And then just like for your interest, your points of contact, sorry, I just put like a random picture about the coach because each one of you has a different coach. So the main points of contact are going to be your own coach of your own lab. So I don't know, like LEINN International, maybe Alice or another person. Iron is going to be another coach. So yeah, this coach is going to be your 100% point of contact. And then from Bridge for Billions, it's going to be me, Natalia. Welcome everyone, and thank you to be here. So I'm program manager here at Bridge for Billions. I manage programs in the US, in Spain, and in MENA region, so Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and this region. I've been in Bridge for Billions like for 1 year more or less, and actually this LEINN, like the second edition of LEINN, so the past edition of LEINN was my first program. So I'm pretty excited to be here again, to be like building this with Lear and all of the other labs and coaches. So again, if you have any questions, I'm going to share with you my email afterwards, so you can email me. And then if you have questions once you start the incubation or once something happens, you will be able to kind of reach me, and I'll help you 100%. So with that said, and now we're going to go to the important part. I'm going to explain you guys the program phases. So just make sure to be in kind of write down some dates and these things. So right now we are in application. So after this call, I'm going to share with you the link of the program, so you will be able to go to the platform, sign up, and create your profile, so we can have your project in the platform. And we're going to go deep on the steps of application, so you know what's like apply to the Bridge for Billions platform. So this is going to be from September 21 to October 8th. So we have like more or less 3 weeks for you to come to the platform and apply. And then we have like a week, because here in Spain we have like a puente, so it's festive, like a holiday here in Spain. So we have like some days to select you guys and like just to arrange some other things and to have this call with the mentors. And then afterwards, from October 14th to November 7th, we're going to have the matching phase, which is the part that you get to know all the mentors and you get to decide which mentor would you like to work with. I'm going to explain you all of these steps afterwards, like in detail. Then we have the incubation and mentorship, which is going to be the incubation program itself, and it's going to be for 3 months more or less. So we have like from November to February 13th. And yeah, we're going to have like Christmas in between and like some other things, but yeah, the incubation program is going to be this, like this date. And then the closing and impact is going to be in February. So this month is going to be focused on presenting your startup to like in your lab, and having our closing. So right now, like just another call like this, and just having some other sessions that are going to close the program itself. So the important thing here is this. So just have in mind that from September 21st, like from today to November 7th, these like the key weeks of everything. So you will have to kind of check the email every day. You will have to log into the platform, not every day, but maybe each like 2 days. So make sure to kind of put these dates on like in your mind, let's say, and just make sure to kind of understand why are these important. So with that said, I just want to open the space to like questions or anything you want to ask regarding the Bridge for Billions, regarding the program, regarding the phases, or just like opening the space for you guys to ask. Okay, so everyone's cool. Like everyone has a question? Nope. Okay, so another important step, the application phase. So now I was saying you how to apply to our platform. So I'm going to go like step by step and explain you how to apply. The first thing would be going to this link that I'm going to show you afterwards and signing up and create a profile. But just one point super important, just the team leader will sign up and apply. So just one person per group and per project, let's say, will have to log in and create the profile. Why? Because we just need, let's say, like one representative of each project and the others, so the team members will be added once we start incubation. So just make sure to like decide who's going to be the team leader and apply and sign up and create a profile. So once you kind of add your email, add your credentials, add your name, blah, blah, you will see this page, which says complete your profile, and one, start your journey by completing your profile. So this is so Bridge for Billions application has two different parts. The first one would be the profile itself. So where you add your name, your past information, your professional, your education, your bio, like all of these details about yourself. So about the team leader. And then the second part would be the application to the program itself. Right now we are in part one. So this is the profile. And inside the profile, you can see different states, like different stages. The stage number one would be start your journey. And the part number two would be details about you. So these details would be like, again, the education, past experience, bio, and all of these things. Just a super quick recommendation, make sure to upload a picture. This information about like the profile and the startup itself, so your project, is quite, and like it's super important, because this will help you match with the perfect mentor ever. So if you kind of try to go, like if you try to kind of write everything super clear, upload a picture, upload a video, kind of go like do everything super smooth and super well, you're going to be matched with a better mentor, as if you wouldn't upload the photo, you wouldn't upload the video. So just make sure to like go step by step, complete everything, and yeah, like upload everything possible. So as I was saying, profile done. You have completed the part one and the part two. You have uploaded your photo, and then you will be able to click on the top part. You're going to see apply to our program. So you will have to click on that. Like it's a like super easy banner, and then you will see this screen, which is your application to the specific program. You can see here below, like it says, vendor basics, vendor details, media, demographic, final checklist. These are the parts that you will have to complete to submit your application. So inside each kind of little icon, there's like different questions related to your project. So the vendor basics would be the name of the project, the focus, the solution that it's solving, why did you start it, and these kind of questions. The vendor details would be when did you found it, or which is the stage of the idea, and all of these kind of specifics. Then we're going to move to media, which I'm going to explain you now. Demographics, which is like questions related to like where's the project from, let's say, and all of these more like data focused questions. And the final checklist is like just answering like, do you share so do you confirm our terms and conditions and all of these specifics. And you have another additional question, which is from which lab are you? Yeah, are you from? So it would be, I don't know, like Valencia, Iron, blah, blah, but most of you would be LEINN International. So make sure to type that on that last question. I see that we have some questions. Let me read them. Okay, so it's clear, just I'm explaining some things. So yeah, just like remember, and this is super important, that just one leader, the team leader, has to fill everything, and then yeah, like, and this is going to help you guys to, oops, okay, nothing, I don't know what happened. So again, these two steps, so these profile steps and these program steps are key. So let's imagine that this is like a Tinder profile or something like this, that the better you do it, the better you're going, like the best results you're going to get. So yeah, like just super recommendation, and just make sure to do it because it's the key of everything. And I was saying that we were going to speak about media. So here in this specific step, you're asked to upload a video. So again, if you kind of upload a photo of yourself and you upload a video, the person behind the screen is going to see that there's a human behind. So yeah, just like make sure to just record a super quick video with your phone explaining what's your project about, who are you, and like 1 minute, like 30 seconds, 1 minute, and that's it. This is going to be super helpful also, like for yourself to kind of understand better your idea and pitch your idea. Let me move this, but here in the same platform, you have this link, which is like another document which is explaining you some tips to pitch your idea in 30 seconds, pitch your idea in 1 minute. So you can click on here and even understand some other things that may help you. So yeah, just another important thing. And then let me go back and share. And then, oops. Yeah, and then another thing that I missed on here is that you can come start your application, and then I don't know, go because it's weekend, and then come back on Monday, and then leave it, and then come back on Wednesday. So the platform kind of the information the platform saves it automatically. So you can kind of come here, modify everything, just like make sure to just explain everything, blah blah, and then at the like before the deadline, you will have to come here and submit. So yeah, like maybe it would be great, like you meet like the team meets, fills everything, and you meet with your team coach, so the team coach can kind of make some suggestions and then submit it. So I don't know, I'll just this is a proposal, but that you like, it's interesting that you know that the information saves automatically. Okay, so we are done in terms of application. Any questions regarding this, Lier? Do you want to add something on here?
Yeah, I believe that for the last few weeks you've been kind of having like a strategy days with your teams, or thinking like what are the actual projects you want to focus on for the coming months, maybe. So now the idea is that we can work through this incubation process. We can be working on maybe 3 or 4 projects per team company that might be on a more experimental phase, so to say. So the idea is that through this platform and through the mentorship, and then we will have some other extra modules through the Moodle, you will be able to bring into a more market reality and build a minimum viable product through this process. So once you have clarity on what do you actually want to focus on as a team company, is the time that you start filling up. And we have about 3 weeks now to do this work, meaning that you have 3 weeks to work on your training sessions and aside to really think on what do you want to work on, and to kind of upload the projects to the platform. As Natalia was saying, it's really important that you apply per project, and not everyone in the team creates a profile. So we create profiles per project, and then once the mentor is assigned, everybody will be able to have like an invite. So through that invite, you will be able to see and to even edit, add, work on the project itself. So this is important, because otherwise we will end up having like 200 accounts and there is only like 50 projects. So I mean, or we will be having like the same project 4 times. So the idea is that to have only one project, per project team. So we have now about 3 weeks, starting yesterday. So like I think it's also like important to start filling up the document or the platform. It doesn't mean that once you start you need to finish it all, but you can actually take some days to work on it, even possibly opening it up in the training session, and getting feedback and working together as a team company, and to really see it as a team exercise on how do you build that. Because I mean, I always say the same, and I will keep on saying, this is like the Tinder between the entrepreneurs and the mentor. So this really means that if you put like a video, if you really make an effort of creating like profound paragraphs, and to really using words and carefully crafting your message, I don't have any doubt that you will get a lot of requests from mentors willing to mentor you. In the case of, yeah, my name is blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So then nobody will be, I don't mean nobody, but it will be harder to get the right mentor for your project. So just to keep this in mind. Yeah, good.
Cool. Thank you, Elias. Any
Camilo,
questions regarding application?
Yes. So, I mean, a quick question is about, for example, if the project leader is assigned like setting up the account and receiving the platform, do the team members will have access also to a type of platform where we can check all the information of the modules and the business plan and marketing plan and all that information?
Yes.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Once you get the mentor, everybody from the project team will have the same access and the same rights. So it's just like in a way, you create a profile as a team leader, you get the mentor, and then once you get the mentor, everybody can be invited to the platform.
A quick question, sorry. Maybe you mentioned it, but or maybe I didn't hear about it. But like some type of the like conditions or not conditions, but like for example, like the how it works, no, like this process in terms of entering with a project, and then they will accept the project, or every project that enters will match the mentor, or like is there like the selection process, but then a fee, or is Mondragon paying like already this fee, or how it works, like that operative part?
Yeah, so Mondragon is paying this fee, and this is part of your curriculum. So in a way, this is part of your third year, curriculum goals or learning goals. So this is already integrated in your learning program. That's for sure. Then about the, like, once you work as a team company and decide which are the 3-4 experimental projects you want to work on, that's the part when what we're going to explain now, that it's like, how do you get a mentor, and we're about to explain that. So from now until October 8th is the time you have to get clarity. Oh yeah, sorry, I thought I was gone. Now I'm back. No, I was just sharing that from now on, like, you have 3 weeks to fill up everything and to really define what are the projects you want to work on. And then we're having like a bank holiday, which is like October 9th, October 12th. So after the 13th is when the mentors will have access to the entire portfolio of projects. So what happens is that you say, my name is Camilo, we are whatever project team, and we are working on this. And same happens with some multiple other project teams. So what happens after October 14th is that the entire pool of mentors enters to the platform, and then they get to see all the projects you guys have been designing, developing, and working on. And once you fill up your projects, you will say, oh, our project is about this. Maybe our need is related to this field or this other field, or we would like to, we would really appreciate mentorship on this sort of discipline. So that's when the matching phase starts. And different mentors, depending or based on their experience and on their expertise, they will start deciding and choosing which is the project they want to support and which is the project they want to mentor. So that's why it's important to look after the presentation, because if you do something good and with love, I'm sure you will get a lot of signups. If it's something that you did it in 5 minutes, I believe that maybe, well, okay. So from our experience, it's not about the project, if it's better or worse. We believe that if there is love and care and you look after it, I'm sure you will get a really good mentor that really fits you. That this is our experience.
Like, it's about passion and how you explain everything. So if you really believe in your idea, that's all it, like, that matters. Any other questions? Thank you, Camilo. And if not, we're going to move to matching so we make sure that you understand all the journey. Let me go back to the presentation. Okay, so this is matching, and as Lear was saying, is the part where you get to receive the different invitations from the different mentors, and you get to either accept it or reject it. So as you can see, there's specific steps. The main goal for matching is to have the perfect mentor matched with your project. And it's not going to depend on the professional background, on the experience or anything. It's going to depend on you and your and your like the invite you receive. So the first thing would be reviewing and update your mentor summary. So just this is about like the application. So make it sound attractive, kind of put efforts on the application. The second one would be receiving invitations from the mentors. This is super important because during like the 3 weeks that we're going to go through matching, you're going to receive different invitations from different mentors. So the team leader should be super kind of should kind of have the email opened every day. So he or she has can reply all the invites as soon as possible. The step number 3 would be scheduling the mentor, the meeting with your mentor. This meeting doesn't mean anything. There's no commitment. It's just like to get a sense of how the mentor can kind of support you, which is the vibes, there's connection, and with like the professional background of this mentor and how he or she can support you. So it's more like a get to know each other meeting. So after this 30-minute meeting with, let's say, with these 5 different mentors, you're going to have to send the ranking. So the ranking is also sent via the platform. Just for you to get a sense of what the specific like pages and everything in matching, this is going to be the explore view that the mentors will see. So when we have the first day of matching starting, the mentors kind of see how do you say it? Like I don't know the name in English, but in Spanish either, so whatever. So like there's a page with all the different projects available. So here would be all your like I don't know, the 80 projects that we'll have in this program are going to be here. So it's going to be more as a like magazine with all of the different projects, and then the mentors will have to log in, come to this page, like review and read and invite the ones that the mentor likes the most. So for instance, if they click on Astro Energy and click on view, they're going to have this pop-up page where they can read everything about the application. So they can read the bio, they can read your profiles, so the team information, they can read like why did you guys started the mentor, they can watch the video, so they can kind of see everything. So like that's why it's super important for you to fill the application at 100%. Because let's imagine that you just feel like there's just one sentence explaining your project and there's just one sentence explaining why, and these are like it's so hard to understand. So yeah, that's why it's super important. So yeah, again, the mentors will see you in these different in this page, and they will invite you. So the mentors will check the project. So as I was saying, they will invite you, and you will have to kind of schedule this first meeting. Just as a quick recommendation, sorry, we recommend you to accept as many as profiles possible. So let's imagine that, for instance, you receive 3 different invites from 3 different mentors. You like 2 profiles at 100%, you love them, you want to have a meeting, but the third one is okay. Like I don't understand why he or she has invited you, but like I don't like them. Like let's say that you don't like them. So my recommendation would be that either way, like even if you don't like it, meet with him or her, because on the meeting, like personally, everything makes sense. And I'm sure that this mentor has kind of reasons for having invited you. So just make sure to give it a thought once you want to accept or reject, because this is so important. And as you can see here, once the mentor gets to send you the invitation, they have to answer two different questions. The first one would be, why do you want, like, why the mentor wants to work with you, and then provide your time availability. So you're going to receive both answers once you receive the invite, and then you will have to reply this invitation by adding your time availability. So just make sure to add the time zone changes, because you guys are based on different places of the world, and your time your time scheduler and all of this. Of course, it's time to meet. So once you have arranged your meeting, you will have to meet with the entrepreneur, the mentor. I was saying, like, it's like this super quick get to know each other meeting. So as I was saying, you will have 3 weeks. So it's going to be from from October 14th to November 7th. So you have 3 weeks to receive all the invites, meet, and submit the ranking. And you will have to kind of follow the steps also on the platform. It's not just meeting like outside the platform, but it's also clicking on the platform if you have met or not. So as you can see here that it's actually highlighted. There's a question that says, have you met? Like, did you met? So you have to either answer yes or no. And then just kind of make sure to keep this updated. So we make sure that you guys are answering the invitation. So once you've met with everyone, you will have to submit the ranking. So as you can see, the matching page, the number 1 would be meet with the mentors, and the number 2 would be rank the mentors. So here on the rank the mentors, you will have all the mentors that you have met, and you will have to rank them. So I loved Pepe, so you have to rank Pepe number 1. I loved Anna, so you will have to put her as number 2. So just make sure to do it before the deadline, and also make sure to if you don't like the like let's imagine again that you have been invited and you have met with 4 different mentors, but like one of them you don't like it, you don't want to work with them, with him or her. So you will have to click on the page and decide that you are not interested. So if you don't want to work with someone, you don't have to rank it. Just make sure it's super easy. Once you see the page, it's super easy because there's a cross. So you will have to click on the cross and you will have to delete the mentor and then rank the ones that you really want. So once you click on the submit button, you're going to see again the page that you are now seeing, like the screenshot that you're now seeing on the left part. And then you will have to kind of just answer one question, which is this screenshot is actually for mentors, but whatever. You have to answer one question that says like, why are you deciding this ranking? And then once I receive all the rankings, so you guys as entrepreneurs submit the ranking and the mentors submit the ranking. So I'm going to receive everything and I'm going to match you guys with the mentor. So let's imagine that you have been matched with the first option and the mentor 2, or maybe with the second. So yeah, just make sure to also consider that we have, I don't know how many projects still, but more or less it's going to be a big program. So you may not be matched with the first option, but maybe with the second. So just have in mind this, and also have in mind that all the mentors are kind of joining our program to support you guys. So everyone's super interested in your projects. I can see that we have a couple of messages. So yeah, we're having more or less 100 mentors. So yeah, all of them have like super different backgrounds. All of them, like we have mentors actually from lots of places from the world. So we'll see who's going to invite you guys. So yeah, just like to finish with matching, let's imagine that you're matched with your number 2 option. You're going to receive an email saying, hey, you have been matched with this person, and you will have to sign the mentorship agreement. What's the mentorship agreement? It's this document that kind of defines your collaboration, that includes different details of commitment. And then of course, and I guess that's super important for you, it includes this confidentiality clause. So like kind of like having this person mentoring you won't impact on your commitment and your confidentiality, because they are signing this agreement. So they like no one is going to steal your idea, let's say. And Iago, I'm going to make sure to answer your question once we go through the incubation part, if that is okay for you. So it makes more sense, all the journey that I'm explaining. Does anyone have any question? Oh, go for it.
Yeah, I'd like to highlight something, maybe especially for you guys, as you're from LEINN International. I just, I mean, I want to acknowledge that if you fill up the information in English, you will most likely get a mentor that either, I mean, is going to mentor you in English. So it might be that it's someone from Spain, or it might be someone from Asia or US or somewhere else in Europe. So in a way, it's also something that you need to consider. Maybe not in your case, but for LEINNers who are not taking part in LEINN International, if they fill up, because you can fill this up either in French, in English, or Spanish. So you fill this up in Spanish, you will most likely limit your mentorship to either someone from Spain or Latin America. If you fill up this in English, then you will have a wider pool of mentors to choose from. So, I mean, just wanted to share this.
Thank you, Lear. Anyone questions related to incubation? Sorry, matching. Nope. Everything's clear. Cool. So now we're going to move to the incubation part, which is also super important. So as you can see, this is like a journey which has like super like specific key dates. So now, as I was saying, once you have the match, and it's going to be more or less November 7th, 8th, you will start the incubation phase itself. But like, what's the incubation phase? So the incubation phase is actually having access to the platform and starting the work on the platform. So there's two key things, or three, that I want to highlight. The first thing would be that once you have kind of access to the toolkit, you are the final responsible for the relationship with the mentor. So having to consideration that these mentors are joining the program for free, they are volunteers, they are willing to help you guys, but you are the responsible to, I don't know, like email them saying, hey, does this work for you, blah, blah. So just make sure to consider this, because they have many other things and YouTube, but like you are the entrepreneur of this program. So yeah, like it would be this key thing, and then of course scheduling the first meeting with the mentor and start the work on the platform. And I'm going to explain you the specifics of the platform in a few. But like, yeah, let me go to the platform itself. So can you see the platform? I don't know, because I have moved.
We can see like a slide, but it's kind of it's like a stack. It's not the platform.
Okay, thank you. Here. Now, can you see the platform?
Yeah, now yes.
Now yes.
Cool. So this is the platform itself. As you can see, everything's like super blue and super cute. So this is what you're going to see once you start the program. The first thing that you're going to see, this is like the main page, and it's like the overall program progress. So this percentage is going to keep evolving and moving. Like once you kind of log in, it's going to be at 0%, but then when you complete the first tool, it's going to be on 15, and then it keeps evolving. Another important thing is the top menu, which has like my ventures, the programs that you have applied, for instance, like right now it's just one of them, and then some resources and the link to the platform. Another important thing here would be these two different icons. The first icon, which is the camera, is like a private video room for you. So if you're saying to meet with your mentor, so let's say that you're meeting with your mentor on Wednesdays at 7, at 10 a.m. So you can access to a platform, and like besides using Zoom or Google Calendar, you can also use this video room. Another thing here is the notifications. So here you're going to receive all the notifications, both from your part and the mentor that I'm going to explain you now. And then here it's the profile. So if you want to change something about your profile, you can click on here. If you want to change the language, or you want to kind of change the password or whatever, you will have to go to account settings. In terms of the menu of the left, the first thing would be the toolkit itself, so this page. The second would be the executive summary that I'm going to explain you in a while what this. The second thing would be the visual business plan, which is actually that all the work that you have done on the platform in a PDF. And this is where you will have to add your team members. So this, like for instance, this was like one learner from last year. So Daniel was the team leader, and he created the account, he created the application and everything. And once he was in incubation, he added Daniel. So Daniel, as you can see, the profile itself is not super great because he was added afterwards. You can also see here the mentor. So if you want to know more about the mentor, if you have like lost the email and everything, you can come here and just like review it again. And then the last tab would be your mentor summary. So this is like their project mentor summary, and they have like everything here, like all the information. So going back to the workspace itself, so when the incubation start date reaches, you're going to come here. This is going to be at 0%, and you're going to see another banner like this one. And this is like a survey. So you will have to complete different surveys throughout all the program. The first one would be the first day of incubation. So you will have to come here and take the survey. The second would be at the like half of incubation. So I don't know, like 2 months, 1.5 months, something like this. And the last one would be at the end of incubation. So just make sure that if you see this banner, like once you log in, make sure to submit the survey. So now let's go to the toolkit, which is super, I guess that it's kind of interesting for you. I'm not going to go into deep on how does the platform works, because I think that all of us is like young. We know how to use like, I don't know, Facebook, Instagram, and all of this. So it's pretty easy, super intuitive, but like just like for you to get a sense of what this. So all of these are all the tools that I was saying. So as you can see here, each tool has like a little icon, and each tool has like a different step. So for instance, the business model marketing has all of these steps to complete. So you will have to go through the customer business model feed, the business models, the marketing panel, the sales strategy. So you will have to kind of complete all of these steps. And then you can also see that there's different colors. So just like for your interest, when an icon, that right now there's not any of them, but when an icon is everything gray, it means that the tool is 100% blocked. So you cannot either access or start the work. You cannot do anything. And once you can see here that the icon of in the middle is actually blue, it means that it's blocked, that you can start the work. And actually this person has started the work because there's like this little green thing. These both tools mean that these entrepreneurs have started the work on the tools. And once the tool is completed and you kind of send it to review, the color changes to this. So it's going to be the blue, green color, like cycle, yeah. And then once the mentor comes to the platform and reviews everything, everything's blue. So it's like it has a process, and it has like a journey itself. And so you may ask, how do I unblock a tool? There's two ways. The first way would be finishing the tool that you have just before. So let's say that this entrepreneur finishes the impact plan. So once this entrepreneur kind of submits the survey at the end of the tool, the next tool is unblocked. And then the other way would be for tool dates. So each tool has more or less 12 days to complete it. So once these 12 days kind of passes by and finishes, the next tool kind of is open automatically. So yeah, it's like there's these two ways. So let's imagine that you're starting to work on the value proposition. Just for your interest, you have like a quick description here. You have a video that is super interesting that you watch it so you understand more the content of the platform. And then there's two things here that it's going to be helpful for you. The first icon is actually the off-platform activities that you will have to do to complete the value proposition like correctly. So these are like different things that they are going to help you guys for the value proposition. So it would be doing customer discovery and doing like some research in terms of the market size and these things. And this other icon is about like the time needed more or less for this tool. So for the value proposition, we normally say that it's 8 hours. And so it would be doing all the steps, more or less it's 8 hours. So you can organize yourself and kind of plan accordingly. So yeah, let's imagine that you're starting the work, and as you can see, there's like questions and answers. So it's pretty easy. It's just like following all the steps. And just a recommendation is if you click to the parrot bot, which I always say that it's like our best friend. And if you click on it, you're going to have some like explanation, some tips, some like kind of like, I don't know, vocabulary things and like other things that may interest you. Here you have examples. So these like are real examples from different entrepreneurs that have gone through the incubation. So I don't know, if you're like super lost on specific step, you can come here, see the example, and just like make kind of understand a bit more about the specific answers, let's say. And then here we have a deep dive, which are like different resources or articles that may interest you too in terms of that specific step. So yeah, like all the platform is like this. I don't know, like customer pains, you will have to just add all the pains that this your customer has, and there's lots of other things. And just like an important thing here, let's move to the one that was open, which is, I think it was this one. Yeah. So as you can see here, there's different colors. So having everything, like having the step in white means that you haven't touched it, you haven't gone through it, you haven't read anything. This yellow thing means that you have actually started but not finished, so something's missing. And then the blue thing means that everything's done. So just make sure to once you start the work on a specific tool, to go step by step and make sure that it's completed, so you will be able to submit the survey. So let's imagine that you complete everything. You're here in financial projections, and at the summary step, you have this survey that you will have to complete. It's like literally 10 seconds, and then you will have to submit. Once you click and submit, the mentor will receive a notification and will be able to kind of log in and review your work. So yeah, like you can like investigate in like check all the different things of the platform. So I'm just going to stop here the explanation about the incubation itself, but I want to explain you guys executive summary. So as I was saying to you, we have this is actually super new. Like, I don't know, it's been like 2 weeks long, like it's super new. So as I was saying to you, the final objective for you is like to have a business plan. So this actually the business plan is the PDF that is going to be auto-generated. So this is all the content and all the answers that you're putting on the tool. You can download it and print it, let's say, but we also have this thing, which is like not only kind of copy pasting your answers on a PDF, but also kind of connecting the dots. So you will connect everything you have learned to generate like a professional and polished document. So this document, I don't know why I cannot scroll down. Okay, whatever. So this document has like 3 different pages. The first page would be like about general information. So it would be your team, your problem statement, the solution you're offering, your location, and this thing. The second thing would be more about like the opportunity in the market. So it would be understanding the marketing, the market, understanding the competitors, your business model, and then the third one would be the pricing. So this is 100% optional. You don't need this to kind of finish your subject in university. But if you are really kind of willing to kind of make this venture a reality, this may help you to present it to different partners, different investors, and different people. So I really think that this is interesting. And yeah, that's all in terms of incubation. Stop sharing. Do you guys have any questions regarding the platform? I guess it's super easy, but anyway, I just want to know it. Nope. I'm just like speaking alone. So, okay. So we have like just like a few slides left, and then I'm going to open the space to questions again. So let's imagine that you have finished everything and you have kind of completed the program. So congrats. There's 2 different things that for us it's super important. The first thing would be doing the last meeting with your mentor. Of course, like saying goodbye, saying thank you, saying like how are we going to be in touch, blah blah. So make sure to do it. And of course, on that specific meeting, kind of trying to understand what's going to be the future collaboration. So we have had kind of people who have like mentors who have joined the entrepreneurs as a part of the team. We have mentors who are like still being mentors for them despite not being the program. We have another one, I don't know, maybe joining as an investor. So just make sure to define the specific details at the end, like at the meeting at the end of the program. We also have the executive summary that is optional, like the new feature that I have just shown you, but this is optional. And then we are going to have a pitch day that is actually done on your same campuses. So I guess that your coaches will explain you more about that. And of course, the closing session that is going to be in February, and it's going to be like a Zoom meeting with everything, like with everyone. And yeah, that's it in terms of incubation. We have gone through the platform, and just like a super quick thing, how to access your workspace. So it's by using the link that I have just sent you. And I always recommend you using Google Chrome, because like it's the it's a page that is most optimized. And then of course using a laptop or a desktop. What happens is if you use a phone, if you use like Mozilla, Safari, whatever, that it works, but it doesn't work like at the 100%. So I really recommend you using 100% a laptop and Google Chrome. So now moving into the roles. So I guess all of us are like super clear of what's a mentor and what is not, but just like saying it out loud, if anything. So the first thing that the mentor has to say is, of course, having your weekly meeting with you. So the mentor will be able to meet with you once per week, and you will be able to ask him or her everything that you would like to. I always say that the platform is actually like the tool, but the key and the most important part of our programs are the mentors. So just make sure, I don't know, like just to prepare an agenda or prepare like all the topics that you want to speak with your mentor. And of course, reviewing the work of the platform. So it's not only you that you will complete everything, but the mentor will log in and will and check everything that you're adding. And I'm not going to go through all of these, but like just to make sure that you understand which is the role of the mentor. The mentor is not a team member. He or she won't won't do the job that you have to do, won't complete the work on the platform. It like this person will kind of listen, show empathy, review and validate each tool. So yeah, just make sure that everyone understands which is the role of the mentor. And a super like specific and important tip here is like that we recommend you setting a weekly meeting with your mentor. So let's imagine that you're meeting every Monday at 3 p.m. So let's kind of have this meeting throughout all the incubation, same hour, same day, because this is going to help us kind of having this regularity. So just make sure to speak about this on the first meeting. So this is kind of checked and done. And of course, another recommendation would be setting expectations. So for instance, that you won't work during Christmas, you won't work during exams. So the mentor is not waiting for you to work, and he or she is clear about like the expectations. So yeah, just make sure to kind of update them on all of these different details. And community, as I was saying, this is super quick. So we have our global online community, which is right now in Slack. So I'm going to make sure to send you an invite with the link and everything. But like there's different channels, as you can see here. So we have a channel for all of the entrepreneurs, all the mentors. We have another called Opportunities Events, another which is Welcome. So here you have all the like entrepreneurs and mentors and clients that have gone through or have been a part of Bridge4 Brilliant. And it's actually super interesting because if you have a question, if you want to share like an opportunity, an event, you can come here and share it with everyone. And this is another thing that will interest you 100%. So as like for being part of Bridge4 Brilliant, if you reach more than 80% of incubation, you will have discounts for different services. So I don't know, you will have discounts for HubSpot, for Stripe, for Amazon Web Services, for Google Cloud. So these are going to be super helpful, especially when you're starting as an entrepreneur. So yeah, like just like for you to know it. And then of course we have like different resources and content, advices, master classes, and all of these different things. And yeah, I guess I'm going to finish with this. So again, you see all the specific dates, all the specific weeks and everything. And yeah, I'm going to open a round of questions if anyone wants to add something. But yeah, in terms of
the
next steps.
The dates in this slide they're wrong, right? Because it says that the matching is August 13th to September 6th.
So these are the correct ones. Let me change it. Yeah, thank you for the now. Cool. So these are the correct dates. The other ones were for like mentors, so they are a bit different. So yeah, in terms of like next steps would be making sure to create an account, making sure to submit the application, and yeah, like I have added, stay tuned to your emails and platforms so you'll receive the mentors invite, meet with everyone, so meet with all the mentors, and submit the ranking before November 7th. But yeah, like more or less you can see the dates here. And yeah, that's it. Any questions?
Yeah, like about the investor part, how does it work?
Oh, so yeah, so it actually depends. So we have different inside our community, we have different investors. So we are part of kind of having access for like you directly to contact them. We have different, like we have a thing that is called Global Investors Network, which is a masterclass that we do like let's say a week, that we do 2 times per year, which includes like different masterclasses, different kind of network spaces, different spaces itself, where you will be able to go there and maybe not pitch, but like connect with someone. So this is one possibility. The second would be, of course, the community, and yeah, just being active in the community. Just like for your interest, it also depends on the program. So as this program is a university program, the main focus is not for you to get investors. The main focus is for you to get a sense of all the ecosystem, all the kind of learning related to the like building your startup. So yeah, like we don't have like a super specific focus for investment. That's why we don't do any demo day with investors or anything. But yeah, definitely, if you want to have more info, you can email me, so I can send you more things if you want. Great. Any other questions, or Lier, do you want to add something on here? Like in the
Yes, a quick question. I know that you just mentioned a part of the investors, but like, for example, this is the incubation part, no? For example, the following stages in order like to make that idea in some way like be concrete. Is there maybe some other like an acceleration part? Like, is there something more after finishing the stages?
That's something that we will work on in the springtime. I mean, once we finish this phase, the idea is that, are you, for example, currently in Berlin, or where are you at the moment? Yeah, you're in Berlin.
Berlin.
So the idea is that in February, whatever you are as team company, so in your case, maybe Berlin, for the ones in Bilbao, or in Madrid, whatever, they will be able to pitch their projects to incubators or local accelerators, so that you will get the chance to access to other programs. So the idea is to work on a local base and based on where you're located, and also depending on the sort of type of projects that you may have, maybe it makes sense to invite certain accelerators or some others because of the expertise or the field or the sector they are focused on. So that's something we will work with the team coaches, in this case with Alice and Johannes, and well, depending on the location.
Perfect. Yeah.
Like for example, for us, we're gonna be in Berlin until December, and then in January we're gonna go to Korea.
Okay, perfect. So that will be working with some people in Korea then. I mean, we will work. I think that makes sense. Or then depending, I mean, it depends on the projects and the sector, and that's something we're working, because we meet on a weekly basis with the team coaches. So we'll see what makes sense. But the idea is that for now, the project teams, they're able to pitch to the local incubators and accelerators. So in your case, if you're already in Korea by January, then I believe you're going to be spending the entire spring there until the summer at least. So then I believe it makes sense to start building relationship with local accelerators, because that is also a way to, for them to get to know. I mean, these days, what is happening also is that sometimes there is more accelerators than entrepreneurs. So this requires that you're having the chance to, or we're actually providing talent to accelerators, and that's something that it makes sense to work on a local base.
more questions? Nope. Okay, so I want to do a super quick check-in, and you can leave. So I'm going to send the question in the chat, and I would like that all of you kind of open your mic and just say out loud the words about like, how are you feeling? So I'll...
Motivated.
Yeah, for me also very motivated to start the process, because I don't know, like it's something that every startup, every project needs.
Excited.
Mm-hmm. Some more voices?
No, hello. From my side, I'm very excited, and I really think that if we do very good this process and like put energy, focus, and like do the things right, like it really can be something. One word, sorry. However, no, it could really work. It could really work. So I'm very, very excited because it's very like it's what we needed. Yeah.
For me, encourage.
I didn't want to repeat, but I'm going to say motivated because I was thinking of looking for another similar word, but for me, it's motivated. It's like an opportunity.
For me, it's excited. Like I'm excited to start this new process.
For me, ready.
For me, I feel close to the next steps.
Good.
Thank
Great.
you very much. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Natalia, Liv,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Keep in touch, and we'll be connected. Okay.
Margarita.
I'm going. Okay. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you. You too. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.